Hello everybody, it's your girl Erin and welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell, we are starting off this video in my car. I'm currently parked outside of Michael's because I actually received an email notification from Michael's saying that I have a $5 off coupon. So I don't think that there is any kind of purchase limit that I need to hit, but yeah, $5 off anything that I want to buy at Michael's. So today for this video, what I have planned, I think is going to be a one skein project. I'm going to go inside Michael's and try to find a very affordable but nice quality yarn and hopefully be able to make some kind of item wearable using only this one skein of yarn. So let's go ahead, head inside Michael's, see what we can find. I think I already have an idea of what I want to make, but my best guess is that you guys know I want to use something kind of like wool or mohair, maybe something 2 or 3 weight yarn, so maybe a sport weight or a DK weight yarn. And I'm hoping to challenge myself and get this project done in 1 day's time. So I'm going to be filming and recording this entire process, but let's go ahead and see what kind of yarn we can find inside of Michael's for under $5. Virtually, I want this yarn to be free for me. So let's go ahead, redeem this $5 voucher and get started on a fun crochet project. Welcome to the video. All right, we're pulling up here to the yarn section, and this looks nice, pretty soft, but this is 100% acrylic. Don't think I want a roving yarn. Ooh. Oh, this is also the ice cream. I'm gonna have to pass on that. They've got a bunch. Okay, here we go. This is what we want. $5 for any ball of yarn. I've never seen this before. This is the Loops and Thread Baby Delight. I feel like this might be acrylic as well. 70% acrylic, 30% polyamide. We're getting closer to what we want. All right, so I've been perusing the yarn aisle and I've kind of narrowed it down to a couple different yarns. So I need some help or some convincing choosing which ones to go for. So I wasn't expecting to go with something as thick as this, but I've never really seen this before in stores. And this is the Bernat Forever Fleece Finer. So this stuff is actually a lot softer than it looks. I want to say this is actually 100% polyester yarn, and you do get a good amount of yarn. I believe you get like 385 yards of yarn, but honestly this bright lime lemon green really stood out to me. And you guys know I've never really used anything this bright and colorful before, so this is definitely on the possibilities list. And currently this is marked at $4.99 for this one gigantic skein of yarn. So this is option number 1 for this one skein project. I haven't ever really seen this next yarn in stores, and this is also the Loops and Thread Cream Cotton yarn. Now this stuff, for being a cotton yarn, is extremely soft and comfortable on my skin, and I think that this is 87% cotton and 13% nylon. So it's going to be that nylon inside this fiber that makes it a lot more touchably soft versus if it was a 100% cotton type of yarn like the Lily Sugar and Cream. All right, so thankfully I did get to purchase the Bernat Fleece Forever Fleece yarn in this super bright chartreuse green color. And originally this yarn is actually marked at $11.99 for this one jumbo skein, but because it was on sale for $4.99 when they scanned it and everything, I got to use that $5 voucher and it literally came out to $0. So cue the applause. I literally got this yarn for free with that voucher. And yes, in case you guys are wondering, I am wearing my new Naughty Hooker crew neck sweater. I've literally been wearing this thing everywhere. I wear it to bed, I wear it to the gym, I wear it to run errands. It's the most coziest thing. But yeah, those are the updates so far with the video. I am going to start working on this one skein project in the next few days, but I'll go ahead and show you guys my thought process, my inspiration process, and just how I'm going to create this entire project with one skein of yarn in one day. I'm nervous. All right, guys, don't judge me. I look an absolute wreck right now, but as you can tell, I'm in the car. We're getting ready to go on a little road trip to Vegas. So while I'm here sitting in the car for like the next 3 hours, I'm going to start on this one skein in one day project. And I'm sure you guys are sick of seeing me make the raglan top down kind of outfits, but I'm just gonna go ahead and give it another try. I think I'm gonna do a short sleeve top and try to freehand some of this. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab like a 5 or a 5.5, maybe even like a 6, and just start working on this. And I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. So I got to work a little bit on this top yesterday, and then I took a break. So I wanted to give you guys an update on what I have created so far. So this is my raglan crop top going on. Obviously, I still have a good amount of work with this top. I plan to bring it to around like the bottom of my rib cage, so at least double what I have worked up so far. But believe it or not, because this yarn has a good thickness to it, it's like a heavy worsted weight, I'm literally halfway done with the sweater, and I've only spent about 2 hours or so working on this top. So I'm actually going to go ahead and throw it on just to show you guys what it's looking like so far. And please excuse my hair, I just got out of the shower. So I made it a little bit too tight, so I'm going to have to kind of wiggle in and out of this raglan top. But this is the design, the style that I have worked up so far. And if you guys couldn't tell, I've got these like distressed open sections right here, which is kind of the theme for this top that I've been planning. And I've been noticing recently this like new fashion trend with like distressed looking outfits and sweaters and tops. So I wanted to give it a go with crochet. To be honest, I've seen a lot of people try this like drop stitch technique or just like distressed technique within knitting, but I wanted to try to attempt that obviously with crochet. So this is what I have worked up so far, and I really am digging these like open gap sections. You guys can see here I've got these open knit areas right there, so I love like the little distressed look. And at this point I want to say I have a couple more rows until I can attach my underarms and then start working on the rest of the body. But this is what it's looking like, and I'm hoping to leave it more of like a cap sleeve like this. So once I have a few more rows, I probably won't work on the arms anymore. I'm simply just going to be working on the chest portion of this top, but I'm really digging it. Again, I've been noticing a couple people on Instagram trying this distressed look within knitting, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave their names here on screen. But first person I can think of that has like a dropped stitch technique is Kara's Knit ENG. She is the wonderful lady that I pattern tested for a while back. But I'm actually really loving this Bernat yarn. Surprisingly, it is very silky soft. I think it has to do because it's polyester. But when I wear this, there's no scratching, there's no roughness. It feels very like cashmere and buttery soft. So I'm really happy with it so far. And yeah, this is what I have worked up. This is my back side. I have a little bit more of this like distressed open knit freehand style here on the back of the top. And I'm really digging it. So I'm just going to continue to work on this on and off today and update you guys with how long it's actually taking me. I don't know if I mentioned this at the start of the video, but my goal was to get this top done within a day's time. So because I'm kind of stretching this out over the course of a few days, I've guaranteed myself no more than 9 or 10 hours total to work on this top. So like I said, I've only gotten about 2 hours done with this top and I'm about halfway there. So hopefully another 3 or so hours and this top should be finished. But I'm really surprised that I was able to kind of achieve like this drop stitch look within knitting. And I'm not too sure if this is how I'm going to keep it when I work future projects. But I want to say for the first time ever trying this within crochet, it's really not too bad. It's actually very simple. I'm just skipping stitches and spacing, stretching out my yarn. And this is what I end up with. And I really like the look of this. It's very different. And I want to start implementing that a little bit more within crochet. So if you guys have attempted this kind of technique of like the dropped stitch or open stitch look within crochet, let me know how you guys are doing it down below in the comments, because I would like to refine this technique. But yeah, for the first time trying to attempt it, it is not too bad. So yeah, let's continue to work on this and I'll update you guys in a little bit. Been drinking the green juice that Jordan made us. All right, everybody, I have officially finished up the top. I want to say in total I spent about 5 to 6 hours working on this, and this is the cute little creation. So like I showed you guys earlier, there are these huge open holes. I kind of think of them as like dropped stitches within knitting, but I really did my best to kind of translate into crochet, and I don't think that it looks too shabby, especially for my first time around. So I added, actually I kind of went overboard and added a ton of these dropped stitches, but I love this distressed look, and thankfully I made it just long enough. I have to wear like a little tank top underneath because it's a lot more sheer than I intended. Let's go ahead and show you the back side as well. Really liking this. Definitely some kind of like new style that I've never really tried before, but I think I'm gonna start implementing this a lot more than I have and just try to find a way to like make things a lot more, I don't know, distressed looking, kind of ripped up, essentially not perfect. So this is like a really great way to kind of disguise your stitches in case you drop a lot of stitches or you end up with like holes in your project. Just kind of keep with the theme and add these little accents like this. So this is the final number. Really happy with it. It's a little bit tight, but I kind of like that. I don't really have too many crochet projects that are like that form fitting on me, and I'm liking this little cap sleeve moment. So this is all that I have left of that original skein. I want to say this is about halfway through the ball. So if you guys end up picking up the Bernat fleece or Forever fleece finer type of yarn, I think I could easily make another top with the amount that is left over from the skein. So I'm gonna have to find some kind of project to use this up on, but I'm really happy with trying out the distress look. I can't wait to make more. But yeah, it's gonna go ahead and wrap up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be seeing you all very, very soon. If you guys want to see maybe more of like an in-depth tutorial, like a little showcase on how I create these open distressed dropped knit stitches, then maybe I can go ahead and put together a little video. Anyways, I'm gonna get going. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye.